This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids.
What up, everybody? This is your boy Blak, and during this past Star Wars celebration weekend, Disney put on a panel with Respawn Entertainment there to talk exclusively about Star Wars Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game coming from Electronic Arts, produced by Respawn and published by Electronic Arts, I should say. And they spoke with Vince Zampella, the studio head, Stig Asmussen, who is the lead director of Star Wars Fallen Order, as well as a handful of people from his creative team. We also got a trailer. Finally got to get a glimpse of game footage. I won't say gameplay footage, because even they said no, there are probably gameplay elements in it, but it's not gameplay actually. So we don't know what the game plays like yet. Assumptions would be they'll hold that for E3, for their EA Play days. Do something during that big presentation that they do over the weekend. Over the week. So it looks very interesting. I like the idea that it's a story about a Padawan who survived Order 66. For those who don't know what Order 66 is, during the prequel trilogy, they explained as to what happened to the Jedi Order and how the Empire rose in the Star Wars universe. And Emperor Palpatine created this plan in which he ordered the stormtroopers and people under his influence to pretty much go after and eradicate all Jedi. That way that he can consolidate power throughout the galaxy. Pretty much the entire order was wiped out, and he, of course, became what he became up until the original Star Wars trilogy, in which he was taken down. Now, this is a story about a Padawan who escaped the executions and who was into hiding. As many may note, there was mention that there were Jedi that scattered and hid. You actually saw Obi-Wan send out a signal to all the Jedi that he could, so that hopefully some will survive. Well, this young man survived, and he's living out his life in fear, trying to keep his identity on the low, while running from the Inquisitors, these special units that basically go seeking out any stray Jedi. They didn't really go into much more detail beyond that, but it sounds like an interesting story to me, because we don't really get much now that Disney has taken the Star Wars franchise, Lucasfilm, and decanonized a shit ton of stuff that happened. A lot of books, a lot of comics, and different other stories and anthologies no longer exist. So this is one of the rare glimpses that we're getting in the Disney era of Star Wars, of kind of like other eras. We had Rogue One, and of course we had the Solo movie, but we never really got like a huge ton. You also had, I guess you could say, Battlefront 2 was kind of an in-between story. So we're starting to get more and more of these intermediary things, I guess. And I think this is a nice addition, because I can't recall anything in recent history since Disney took over that kind of covers that in-between ground between the prequels and the original trilogy. with the exception of Rogue One, I guess. I don't really count Solo because it didn't really relate to at least the whole moving story. It was just more of like, how did Han Solo get the Millennium Falcon and sort of come into his own type of tale. Whereas Rogue One immediately led into the events of A New Hope and things like that. And like this, while it's probably not going to necessarily lead into anything, we don't know, they haven't told us, it will at least give us a little aftermath of what the world was like soon after Order 66 had occurred. So, you know, definitely interested in seeing how this play out. I hope it goes well. EA doesn't have a good track history of games, period, let alone the Star Wars franchise since they got it. There's been cancellations, delays, stuff that has just totally disappeared. Like, I could have swore that what's his name, Criterion was supposed to be working on something, and I don't know if they actually completely canceled that or not. We do know, like, you know, they shut down the Star Wars game that Amy Headache was working on with Visceral. They completely shut that studio down, as well as the project itself. You know, it's been pretty sparing. Other than the 2 Battlefront games, they really haven't done much with that license. I'm curious to see if Disney is going to retake it, because they did reopen Lucas Arts gaming studios. So are they taking it back and they're going to go and do their own thing because EA is disappointing them? Will this be the last thing that EA does for them at this point in time? We don't know, but hopefully, whatever the case is, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to a good, solid Star Wars single-player campaign. We haven't had one in a while, and it would be nice to see that happen. EA, please don't fuck this up, please. But yeah, it seems like it's going in the right direction so far. Keep fingers crossed. They have Cam Monahan, who plays the Joker in Gotham. He's a good actor. Good actor on a bad show, but he's a good actor nonetheless. And then they have Deborah Wilson from Mad TV fame as his mentor, which is going to be interesting. I, didn't expect that, but we'll see how that works out. Like, hopefully it's just a really good story. I don't want it to be a bad story. Just be a good Star Wars story. You need a solid Star Wars story. Please do that for video games. It's been too long. Since I could say. I mean, I didn't have an issue with the Battlefront 2 story. I thought it was decent, but I think with all the things that EA has thrown into these Battlefront games, and the whole microtransaction thing blowing up to be bigger than the game itself, they need to just like have a nice, solid, good game, which is something that they have not probably had in a while, that is clear of controversy. That's the thing. It's like, not that they haven't had any good or any solid games, it's that they haven't had any that didn't get like weighed down by some controversial decision. There's something that pissed off the fan base and alienated them towards the game. I mean, they've had successful games in sales numbers, or at least apparently in sales numbers, probably not for their own taste, but they're not able to sustain any longevity with these games because people get sick of their shit. That's a problem. It's a real big problem. But anyway, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll hit you later. It's your boy Blak, and I'm out. Deuces.